Hello, and welcome to a Thunderstorm Books unboxing. You can tell by the colored shipping label, which I think contains Burn the Plans and Light the Torch by Light the Torch? Find the Torch? By Tyler Jones from Thunderstorm Books. I'm actually kind of surprised this came from Thunderstorm. I mean, it is a Thunderstorm book. But I had pre-ordered it through Earthling Publications back in June when this was announced. It was announced the same time as Midas, the Halloween title from Earthling Publications. And if you pre-ordered both, you got a little chapbook, a little bonus. This is pretty thick for a chapbook. Little paperback here as well, which is Find the Torch, a chapbook that features Tyler Jones, Michael Marshall Smith, and Josh Malerman. And, well, I had pre-ordered both through through Earthling. So I kind of expected both of them to ship through Earthling, but it came directly from Thunderstorm, which is fine by me. Means I get it quicker instead of having to wait for it to go to one and the other. But anyways, this, my friends, is a Black Voltage title from Thunderstorm Books. The Black Voltage titles all look very similar. They have a very same aesthetic to each of them. They'll have beautiful cover artwork, devoid of text on the spine. I don't know who did the artwork for this. Does it say? It does not say. It'll say inside. Under the jacket, you're going to have this black kind of leatherette material. Nice little box title. You will have the name on the spine there. Very, very nice. And then, like all Thunderstorm books, some of the craziest end papers you will ever see. That is so cool. Just continues to knock it out of the park. Paul from Thunderstorm just rocks on the end paper department. Anyways, so Burn the Plans, signed by Tyler Jones, the artist, the author, and Michael Marshall Smith, who I presume did an introduction to this. By the way, I love Jones' signature. That is incredible. Ooh, is that Ben Baldwin artwork? It is Ben Baldwin. And there are interior illustrations, too, by Ryan Mills. That is awesome. I don't own Turn Up the Sun. But I think Ryan Mills, I think I heard that name before. I believe he may have been the one who did artwork for Turn Up the Sun. Or I could be completely wrong on that. I don't know. But anyways, introduction of Michael Marshall Smith. This is a short story collection by Tyler Jones, presumably going to contain a lot of grief horror, because that is all I'm associating Tyler Jones with now. He did a great interview, which included Jeffries, who did I Died Too, They Haven't Buried Me Yet, and they had a great discussion about grief horror. A little bit of scuffing on the page block there, but it doesn't really come out on the video. But you have a nice little oversized... Oh, you do have interior illustrations. I mean, I know it said Ryan Mills did the interior illustrations, but I'm still surprised. They had a nice discussion on grief horror. Oh my gosh, every story have an interior illustration? That's awesome. Thunderstorm Books doesn't typically have interior illustrations. So that's pretty unique for this title. And it appears that every story does have one. At least the first three have. Really nice oversized volumes from Thunderstorm Books. They're not all oversized. But this is, like I said, their Black Voltage line, which I should also mention, I think this was a timed pre-order, where it was like, hey, however many got ordered in the month of June, for example. And the answer apparently is 150, because 150, which is a very large limitation for Thunderstorm Books. They are much more akin to like 40 to 50 copies of a book, especially for this Black Voltage line. That looks like Godfather 2. That's what that looks like. You know, I was gonna say look at the rabbits, but that's not the Godfather 2. That is Of Mice and Men, and not Fredo. Crate 42, interesting. I'm actually very impressed by the artwork here, because Well, this one looks very stylistically like the other ones, but like this is like a different style. That's like a stories, Alvin Schultz, like stories to tell in the dark kind of feel to it. I haven't read any of these short stories by Tyler Jones. I know that this is, even though this edition is sold out, you can buy like a trade edition for this. I actually just recently bought some trade editions of Heavy Oceans and Almost Ruth that Jones is selling on his site. And he has all of his other titles, all of his other trade editions on his site as well, which include all of the novellas, all but one of the novellas from Turn Up the Sun. The actual title novella, oh man, it's got one arm, but they got two arms in the shadow with a knife. The title story, Turn Up the Sun, was unique to that collection, which is long sold out through Thunderstorm. But all of the individual novellas, such as Criterium, The Dark Side of the Room, those are available through his website, through Tyler Jones' site, link in the description below, and he will personalize it for you if you desire. If you don't want it personalized, you don't have to get personalized. But I did there's a bonus story, Strider. I saw there was a separate copyright on it, so that's what this is for. Do we get a bonus piece of art? We do get some bonus piece of art. Oh, man. This has to do with the dog. Little Cujo. And Tyler Jones did an afterword as well. But, oh, wow. He's actually, like, going... This is like an in-depth afterword. He's going story by story. That is awesome. Is that a Ryan Mills portrait of Tyler Jones? It's uncanny. But anyways, you can buy the novellas, you can buy the short story collection. There's the illustrator Ryan Mills. That's his. Okay, yeah. He's done interior illustrations for the extended editions. Okay, so yes. So he did do those. The cover artwork for Criterium and another novella, Enter Softly? Maybe it's Enter Softly? It was another one. It's not Dark Side of the Room. But there was cover artwork for him that I was looking at online, and I'm saying, hey, that looks a lot like David Mack's artwork. And then I asked Tyler Jones who it was, and he goes, it is David Mack. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, we haven't even gotten to this guy yet. This is Find the Torch. So you're probably thinking, like, oh, why this is a weird assortment. Well, obviously, Tyler Jones is the author that kind of connects all three of these authors. Michael Marshall Smith did the introduction for Burn the Plans. Josh Malerman did the introduction for Midas from Earthling. So all three of them are in this Find the Torch. So it's just like three different short stories. A short story from each of them. That's awesome. Bonus short stories. This is obviously not signed. I heard it from a little bird that there is going to be a signed edition of this. At least I believe it's going to be signed. It's $100, which is a little costly for a tiny volume, but it's going to be a hardcover that presumably is going to have all three of their signatures from Thunderstorm Books. It's going to be like uber limited, super limited. So I'm very curious how many copies of Find the Torch there are. This is not numbered, but it's got to be less than 150 because I don't expect that everybody who ordered Burn the Plans pre-ordered before a certain date. Because I believe you had to buy this like the first weekend in order to get the bonus chapbook here. So Burn the Plans was available for a month, but only that first weekend you could snag the chapbook. I know there were people out there who maybe only wanted the Earthling title or only wanted the Thunderstorm title who didn't get both. So it's definitely going to be less than 150, I imagine. And I don't know how many of the hardcover chapbooks they're doing. I should have looked that up before doing this video. But I don't know that it's available for public sale right now, but that is coming. So very interesting to see what will happen with that. I'll have to read the short stories first because Tyler Jones, I've only read Midas by him, but I was so blown away by Midas that this man is an author that I need to check out. So I immediately went out and I bought some of his trade editions, which I've unboxed on the channel, Almost Ruth, Heavy Oceans. I obviously purchased Burn the Plans here. And so I kind of want to read this chapbook first and foremost, bump it up a pile. I don't want to say I can justify spending the money for a limited edition chapbook, like a hardcover version, but maybe if I read this and the stories blow me away, I can find that justification, and then I can buy that chapbook and show it to you guys. I like, fair warning, it's gonna be a tough justification for me, just because it is 3 short stories, and that's pricey for 3 short stories. But I have spent money, like a lot of money, on other stupid books in the past, like, you know, nonsensical things. Technically, Fawn is technically a short story, and it's, you know, I just did Fawn by Conversation Tree, which was more than this chapbook would cost, and if for 1 short story instead of 3. I justified that by the absolutely stunning production quality that was going into that publication, though. I mean, Thunderstorm does some very nice publications. This is a gorgeous publication. Their Black Voltage line is very nice. They have other lines as well. They've done Neon Recluse, which is a new line, which has hardcovers and paperbacks. I did unbox 2 of the paperbacks on my channel here, if you want to check that out. Jeff Strand has had his own line. That's come to a conclusion, which were smaller, not oversized like the Black Voltage line here. So, I mean, they do nice books. Personally, I don't know if it's nice enough to justify the 3 short stories for me personally, but for some people out there, it definitely might be. But like I said, I'll read this chapbook first, and we'll see. Because if it blows me away, it's going to twist my arm. You'll have to go to the secondary market if you want to buy Burn the Plans, the Thunderstorm edition, or Find the Torch, a chapbook. Unless you want to buy that hardcover edition, where you can go over to Thunderstorm Books. Is thunderstormbooks.com? I feel like I should know this off the top of my head, but a link is in the description below. I will do book reviews of both of these once I have read them, so please consider liking and subscribing to come back and watch those book reviews, or to watch many of these other unboxing videos that I do between point A and point B. So thank you very much for watching. Check out Thunderstorm Books, check out Tyler Jones, and we'll see you around next time.